I'm Christopher Gravis, Canon for Music and Cathedral Arts here at St. John's. When we consider the broken world in which we live, politically, economically, and racially, to some, looking at names and dates from 500 or 100 or even 50 years ago, it might not be apparent how the music of our tradition speaks to the heart of who we are and who we are called to be. Bishop Taylor noted 2 weeks ago that Christianity was born in the midst of a chaotic and unjust world. And we can sometimes hear the struggle of our own experiences, dissonances, and sweet moments in music that moves us, challenges us, and ennobles us to recognize the divine in ourselves and in one another. Thomas Tallis, William Byrd, and John Marbeck composed music in the midst of frightening political strife between Protestant and Catholic factions within the English Church. They wrote music that we still sing today and still moves people to tears. Amazing Grace isn't just a beloved hymn. It's the contrite words of a converted slaver, changed to gospel in his own road to Damascus experience. When we sing those words, we acknowledge our own complicity in entrenched, institutionalized sin and the redemption that we still receive in spite of ourselves. And when we begin the last verse of Lift Every Voice and Sing with weary heaviness, we toil in solidarity with our brothers and sisters everywhere who have walked a life under oppression. I'm an Episcopalian in large part because ours is a faith that recognizes that music is so much more than songs that just make us feel good. Music is the mystery through which our hearts can be rended to love one another. And it's why I'm so proud to be a part of St. John's Cathedral.
I'm Zach Neufeld, and I'm the organist here at the Cathedral. Like Chris, I celebrate the appreciation that we Episcopalians place on art, music, and our artistic freedom to choose music that we want to play. The music in the Anglican tradition is what drew me to the Episcopal Church in the first place. Chris and I both went to University of Redlands, where we studied with Dr. Jeffrey Ricard, who introduced us to all the beautiful music that we play and still play here at St. John's. And I was enamored with the mellifluous sounds of the organ and the choir. And it was that drew me to this music before I fully appreciated its power and, like Chris said, its power to be something more than just something that makes us feel good. I love the fact that we use music from a long tradition in our church, but in a place like St. John's, we can reframe it in the lens of social justice. I also appreciate the fact that we live in a time when we can shine music on people who have often been marginalized, and we can celebrate music by people of color and the LGBTQ+ community. And we have just begun that journey of discovering all of the music from those communities that we haven't appreciated and celebrated thus far. My hope is that in celebrating that music and continuing to celebrate the music of our tradition that we already have, that we can create new traditions that include those marginalized people in the name of social justice.